Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's SVG here. Welcome to another video for today. Today we're gonna be going over everything I love about Final Forces. Last video, I made a video about everything I hate about Final Forces, and it was simple. I went over everything I hate about Final Forces, every gun, and every strategy and stuff like that. And today we're gonna be doing pretty much the same thing, but we're gonna start off with we're just gonna start off with guns. Now this is gonna take a while because I love a lot. I love a lot of guns in this game. So to start off, we have the ASVAL. Now the ASVAL is one of the best guns in the game, in my opinion, because of how clean and good it feels. It's internally suppressed like the Honey Badger, and its close range potential is really good. And this gun not only has little recoil as you are seeing with by the gameplay right now. Um, the gun, the gun also has a nice reload, and because of this awesome reload, it just feels nice. Like here you see the reload, how he just like takes the mag out and puts it back in. Honestly, it's one of my favorite reloads in this game, and it also makes everything feel so smooth. Even if you're in a gunfight, like, oh crap, I gotta reload. It still feels very smooth, and you don't feel like you're gonna die, but you feel like you're just gonna get ready to kill more people. But yeah, aside from that, that's basically why I love the ASVAL. Next gun I love is the Honey Badger. Now, the Honey Badger is good for a number of reasons. It has less recoil than the ASVAL, and it also feels better than the ASVAL, but it does lack the damage it needs. Like as you can see here, that was a nice one tap, and the gun just feels really nice because of how great it feels. Like I'm getting, like here you see me killing a sniper, and now he's dead. So this gun feels it just feels amazing. It's honestly one of my personal favorites. Although I don't use it that much anymore, I do because I do need to update my setup because I haven't gotten a proper setup on it in a while. So that's basically why I love the Honey Badger. Not to mention the reload, and yeah, that's it for the Honey Badger. Now we're gonna move on to the PDWs. Now SMGs, I don't really use any SMGs, but I do use two SMGs on a regular basis. To start off here, we got the MP510. Now the MP510 is just the highest one of the highest damage dealing SMGs in the game, and compared to other high damage dealing SMGs like the Kriss Vector or UMP, the range drop off on this thing is pretty smooth. Like it doesn't drop off as rough as the other guns. Like the Vector, the range drop off is like insanely low, insanely fast. So it doesn't make it that trustworthy when it comes to shooting people at long ranges. But this gun, you can be pretty confident with shooting at long ranges. It also uses the high damage is actually because the real life version has a better caliber than the ones in MP5 and stuff. It uses 10mm rather than 9mm, but yeah, the MP510 is honestly really good. The reloading feels so smooth. The damage is over the top high, and the fire rate is also pretty freaking fast. And that's why I love the MP510. And now another SMG that I just talked about, the Kriss Vector. Now this thing may have extremely rough range drop off, but this gun is one of the prime examples of high risk, high reward, because that is true when you look at it. This gun, you need to have balls to use it, because nobody would just use it for no reason, because it has just because of its high fire rate, you won't use this gun. And to manage it properly, you need to have trigger discipline, and so you don't just spam 25 bullets into the guy just to kill one guy. That means your trigger display is just horrible. Like here you see me killing an M60 guy, and then you see me getting wrecked by an SKS because that guy team spawns. But this gun is honestly really good, not to mention the reloading, because the reloading also sounds and looks great. And you know, it may have like no long range damage at all, but its lack of recoil, its low recoil, kind of makes up for it. And yeah, that's why the Vector is one of my favorites. Now we're gonna move on to the battle rifles. Now when it comes to the battle rifles, I like both of them. Now the Scar H is honestly better because of its faster firing and its faster time to kill compared to the AG3. But it also has some decent recoil to it, but not as much as the AG3. And this gun honestly feels really nice as well. For a decent amount of reasons. You can see here the reload. I really like it, although it is not realistic at all. I really like the reload because the way he just takes the mag out and puts it back in just feels extremely smooth, and like it basically fits me, this reload. And not to mention, this gun just it deals insane amounts of damage. It can two-shot people, and it can three-shot at basically any range. And that's why this gun is just one of the best picks for a gun in general. It's one of the best guns in the game to most people. And yeah, that's the Scar H for you. Now we have the AG3. Now the AG3 is, compared to the Scar H, lower fire rate and lower time to kill. But one thing it really excels at is medium to long range, because this is honestly one of the best weapons you can use to take out snipers, but don't want to actually use a sniper and still have some way to fight the people using automatic weapons. So this is basically the gun for you if you like to pick off snipers but don't like using snipers, that or a DMR. But the thing is, this is basically an automatic MK11. I hate the MK11, but this gun actually takes skill though. Like here you see me using it, and I'm not that good with it, but I do like it. And it's honestly because of its high damage and easy two-shotting potential. It can two-shot people at almost any range. But yeah, the AG3 is honestly one of my favorite guns, even though my setup right now for it is arguably outdated. But aside from that, this is a really good gun. I feel like more people would like it if they try it out, but most people just don't. And it's a damn shame, because if you're gonna leave such a good gun to rot, you know, it's just a damn shame that not a lot of people use this. But you know, that's the AG3 for you. Really good, high damage, can fight snipers pretty well. I can't use it. I can't use it that well though. But you know, it's a gun you should really try out, and that's why I love the AG3. All right, now when it comes to carbines, I don't really use any of them except this one right here, the SR3M. Now the SR3M is good for a lot of reasons, and that is its ability to fight people at basically almost any range. Right now, the gameplay you are seeing is not the best gameplay because there's a bunch of campers just lying around, and it's hard to kill them with the SR3. But this gun is really good for a lot of reasons. It's got really fast fire rate, it's got insane damage at close range, and it's fast. It can actually beat the FAMAS in close quarters, and we all know that the FAMAS is a piece of shit. And yeah, the FAMAS is just the gun I hate. And it's not for good reason, of course. It has no recoil and it takes absolutely no skill to use. You can teach the little 7-year-olds who play this game how to use it, and that's still go good. But yeah, that's basically why the SR3M is so good. Its fire rate, its reload, and the fact that it just looks good. Now we're gonna move on to the LED6, and now moving on to my favorite gun class in this game, and that's LMGs. LMGs, I honestly like almost every single LMG in the game, except those that I mentioned in my last video of everything I hate, which is the M60, MG36, and AUG BAR. And those guns I honestly hate, but this, and now we're gonna be talking about one of my favorite LMGs, the L86. Now I don't use this gun that much anymore because my setup right now is outdated, and I haven't really looked for time to adjust that setup. But don't get me wrong, this gun is the one that got me out of being bad, basically. Because you know, I used to be like those 12-year-old scrubs who will always go LMG, like this guy right here with the M60. And honestly, I didn't really improve that much in the game. I never was good at the game. And then I decided to use with the credits I was saving up. I decided to buy the L86. Now at first I didn't like the gun because it had only 30 bullets. I honestly really like guns with like 100 bullets to a magazine and stuff like that. And you know, I was like, damn it, I think I made a mistake. Um, but then later I decided to use this gun and I just ended up falling in love with it. This gun is not only the gun that basically got me out of being a noob, you know, it basically got me to what I am today because I used to use M60 MG36 and I was honestly not good at the game. And this gun is honestly it just has a lot of sentimental as well as like this gun's good. Compared to the other guns, I don't really like it. Uh, I didn't really like it I didn't like, you know, most guns I don't like off the bat I never used. But this was one of those exceptions, and I'm happy that I learned how to use the L86, because without the L86 I wouldn't have learned how to use other guns like it, for example, the Honey Badger, you know, the assault rifles, the SMGs. I honestly would probably not be um like that if it wasn't for this gun. And you know, I would probably just be a noob making just bad Phantom Forces gameplays and not, you know, some guy who's in a clan trying out for a CPFL team, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's why this gun is one of my all-time favorites, and I do plan to use it more again. Now we're gonna move on to my second favorite gun of the game. This gun is another one of those guns that I bought early with credits, and I did not regret buying this gun one bit. This is, of course, what I'm talking about, the RPK 74. Now, the RPK 74 may be like a new gun to somebody. They'll probably dislike the video right now or dislike the video before it because, you know, they're haters. But this gun is honestly what honestly, like, the L86 is all sentimental value to it. This gun just is good because it's first of all, its reloading speed is insanely fast, and it just looks good as well. Like, look at this reload. It's not as fast as the SR3 or anything, but it's still pretty fast for an LMG. This gun can fight at any range, and it's also it just deals damage. It just does everything you want it to. And not to mention its nice accuracy and recoil control. It's just honestly a really good gun to use. And that's why I love the RPK. It's honestly just, ooh, man. Words cannot describe how good this gun is. And you know, that's why this gun is my second favorite, but not my favorite. That comes after this. Now we're gonna move on to the Scar Hammer. Now disregard the setup I have on it right now. This is not my setup I'm using right now. This is the setup I'm using right now. But the Scar Hammer is honestly, this is my favorite gun of the entire game. I got 9,275 kills with it, and what I love about this gun is that it can do everything, just everything. If you want an OP burst weapon, you can look at the Scar Hammer. If you want a good DMR, you can look to the Scar Hammer. And if you want just something that can fight at any range, do everything you want, and just have like above average ammo capacity, you are looking at the Scar Hammer. The Scar Hammer is just insane. It's just really good. Not only this is the gun that basically got me to think about, trying to go for competitive play. It's basically the gun that, compared to the 86, this gun did not make me good, but this gun did help. This gun, it did help to make me into, how good I am. Like, the 86, it made me snap out of it and become good. But the Scar Hammer made me good in itself. Got me to 2 KDR. Got me to, actually, like, basically got me to join the Elite Phantom Forces clan. Because basically the backstory is, I was playing with a guy who I didn't know was in the clan. I don't even know if that guy is still in the clan, but I played with him. He was using the UMP, and I told him, yeah, dude, you're really good. And he's like, yeah, you are too. And I told him, what clan is he in? And he told me, Elite Phantom Forces clan. So I decided to join, and I asked him, if you think, if he thinks I should join, because for the time he was level 120 something, and that was really good for someone to be level 100 back in that day. But that guy said yes, so I decided to make my application, and still till this day I still don't regret what that guy told me to join this awesome clan. And yeah, that's basically why I love the hammer so much as well. Alright, now we're gonna move on to the last gun of the LMG category, and that's the RPK. Now the RPK is um it's that. It's a triple headshot feed. Yeah, the RPK is honestly a really good gun, as what you just saw of me getting a triple headshot feed out of nowhere. And what makes the RPK so good is this thing just deals damage, like abnormal levels of damage. This thing deals 42 damage at point blank range and 32 at long range. That gives it the ability to 3-shot whenever it feels like it. And this gun just deals this gun is just so good because it just hurts to be going up against it. Now, if you're not one of these scrubs that hopefully you're not one of those scrubs that put a ball track on it. But this gun is just really, it's just the damage and fire rate and 45 round ammo capacity and really fast reload, which arguably might be a bit OP. But and also a decent ammo pickup rate. It just makes this gun really good for what it does, because as you can see, this is a quad feed, and that's just me playing on Metro getting a 5-man. Look at that, a freaking 5-man. And this gun is just amazing. After the LE6 started using this gun, and this is also one of those guns that got me all the way up to 2 KDR. If you guys, if the OG subscribers remember that 2 KDR app, they remember this gun being in the footage I used. and that's why the RPK is on this list. Now we're gonna move on to the last gun. To the last gun. We're finally here. The last gun of this game that I like, and that's the R700 sniper rifle. Now I do suck at sniping. Don't get me wrong, I suck at sniping, but this gun is really good. It's really good for when I feel like sniping. Now I ain't no paradox poke. I ain't no paradox. No, I ain't no paradox sniper. I ain't even a sniper at all. But if I feel like sniping, I'll use this gun, and this gun is pretty good because it fires faster than the intervention. May deal a bit less damage, but for what it is, it's really good. And this gun is honestly, you know, doesn't have that much value to it, but I just like the way, just how the gun is in general. It sounds amazing. And how the hell did I get that gun? It sounds amazing. It deals a good amount of damage, and the range is it's also pretty far on it as well. Like here you see some mediocre sniper gameplay, because again my name is Paradox Folk, not a good sniper. But for, you know, what I do, this gun is just fits my needs for someone who just wants to chill out when they're a bit when they don't want it, when they just want, you know, chill out and not go try hard, or, you know, if I don't want to just not use a regular gun, I use this. And, you know, it's pretty good. Maybe someday I'll get better with this gun, but until then, I just suck with it. But yeah, that's why the R700 is one of my loved guns. Alright, now that we finally went over every single gun that I like about this game, we're gonna talk about other things I love about the game. Mainly the community. Now the community is a double-edged sword, because you do have toxic people, and I say that because there are a lot of toxic people in this game. A lot of 12-year-olds who think they could just shit talk you and beat you even, and then they get wrecked, and then they accuse you of hacks. And, you know, this community can be pretty freaking dreadful, to be honest. But we're talking about the good part of the Phantom Forces community, and the good part is just the people you meet in general that are not dicks. Here's one of the best examples I can give you is the Elite Phantom Forces clan, because the Elite Phantom Forces clan is a clan I joined because I met someone who wasn't a dick or wasn't a scrub, and then I met everybody in that clan, and, you know, that's basically good. That's basically why I love it, because I do love the clan, I really do. And those guys, not only did those guys also not only did those guys get me in the clan, they're also one of the reasons why I started making Final Forces videos on YouTube in the first place. So you can say without EPFC I may not be making Final Forces videos. I might be playing the game, but I won't see a need to make videos. I would just make my own turn videos. And, you know, the Elite Final Forces clan, I owe a lot to them. They're a really good group of guys. If you guys are not part of a Phantom Forces clan, I suggest you join us, because I'll be honest with you, you probably will never regret it. Well, yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this breakdown of everything I love about Phantom Forces. You know, leave a like if you enjoyed. Tell me what you guys love about Phantom Forces in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Yeah, I confess, Father, I confess, 'cause I've been living wrong, I know I've been blessed. I I had 1,000 chances, how many left? I've been sinning lately, what do you suggest? What should I do?